world, many communities and cities are facing problems that make them unsafe and unstable for the people that inhabit them. For instance, natural disasters, lack of access to public transportation, lack of safe public spaces, and the growing problem of people living in the slums are all contributing factors to the instabilities of these communities. Between 10,000 and 20,000 people die every year from natural disasters. The most common being earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, which all can cause people to get injured and lose their homes. This causes natural disasters to be high risk, and in order to reduce this risk, this needs to raise awareness by educating the problem about the disaster, hazards, and emergency evacuation plans and shelters. Building safer structures and public, above, and underground disaster shelters would also help reduce the risk. Globally, 1 in 2 urban residents have convenient access to public transportation, and 3 out of 4 cities have less than 20% of their area dedicated to public spaces and streets. This is a problem because how are people supposed to go to work, school, the store, or the hospital if they have no way to get there? People need convenient access, not just in the city, the urban and rural areas too. A way to fix this would be extending the bus, metro, and taxi routes to these urban and rural areas to provide transportation to the people living outside as well as inside the city as well. To help with the safety of pedestrians in these cities and communities, crosswalk bridges like the ones in Las Vegas would be a great option for these cities worldwide. Not only would this be a much safer option for the crossing of the streets, but it would also relieve traffic congestion. With that being said, larger sidewalks would be a great investment. Out of the 8.1 billion people in the world, 1.1 billion people are living in the slums, and billions more are expected in the next 30 years. The infrastructure in the slums is often deteriorated or incomplete, and they are primarily inhabited by impoverished people. Often these houses house many people in one house, so it's often very packed. In these communities, diseases, injuries, and high-risk situations are a problem due to the crowded area, lack of access to health care, clean water, and food, since many of these families are very poor. Ways to help reduce the slum population and make it more livable would be to provide health care to these areas. Collect donations for food, water, and basic needs, so they'll have the things they need to live. Environmental and sanitation improvement is desperately needed in these areas. Our world needs to help make our communities and cities sustainable and safer. We need to get our cities and communities to be more involved with making these changes possible. Donating to charities will help move this project forward. We need everyone worldwide to help make the places we live better.